to say much with me. I'm trying to, but I somehow or another I missed that in class. Because I believe that most folk need more than one scripture. Now I know you can take one scripture and make it out of a sermon, but we've been doing that long enough, and it's time for us to get into the Word. And see, listen, let the Word govern our life. Let the Word lead us. Let the Word speak to us. Let the Word minister to us about what we need to do tomorrow. Isaiah 14, give me verse 24. Stay with me. I'm going to preach it a little bit. I'm having fun right now. Read it.
Isaiah 14:24. The Lord of hosts hath sworn, saying.
I like this, because listen, this right here says something to me. This right here speaks about God's mind. It gives me insight into what God was thinking about me before I got here, Clarissa. Before I got saved, he was already thinking something about me. Ain't that awesome, Roosevelt, that God can think about you when you ain't even thinking about him? That he has something in particular designed just for you. Somebody say, God has need of me.
God has need of me.
Say it one more time. God has need of me.
God has need of me.
One more time. God has need of me.
God has need of me.
Let me show you. Keep reading.
The Lord of hosts hath sworn, saying, surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass.
Listen, listen what God said. If I thought it, it's going to happen. Boy, do you hear how awesome that is? And guess what? That has something to do with you. If God thought it about you, he going to bring it to pass. That means God going to bring it to pass. You know, I like this. I like this. I used to think that my life was just a series of mishaps. I mess up, straighten up, and do something else, and mess up, straighten up. I said my life must be, you know, a series of just a bumbling knucklehead. You know, anybody ever been there? I know some of y'all perfect. I know some of y'all some of y'all ain't never messed up. You know, I know y'all. But I'm talking about me right now. That I have had a series of trouble after trial after tribulation after disappointment. You don't have to say, but I'm talking about me. So what I come to understand was that my life wasn't a series of just mistakes. That it was an orchestrated series of events that bring me to an expected end. That God designed my mishaps to show me what he could bring me out of. He showed me that even my failures become a stepping stone. That people who was problems to me pushed me to my destiny. That even my trials drove me closer to him. Being broke helped me to know that I can make it when I don't have a job. Being broke let me know, good God Almighty, that I can make it when I don't have money. That God will carry me. Through the times when I couldn't depend on people, he allowed me to know you can depend on me. He let me know that he's a very present help. I wish somebody knew. Oh, Lord. Y'all stay with me. I know everybody ain't getting this, but I'm getting excited. I'm feeling this today. Maybe that's why y'all not. This just might be for me today. I'm feeling this. Finish reading, Reb. I got to get out of here. Somebody getting mad.
And as I have purpose, so shall it stand.
Wait. Read this thing together. Start it over.
The Lord of hosts hath sworn, saying, surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass.
That get me, I like that. I don't be meaning to stop her, but I go back to my childhood. Guess what he said? He said, the Lord of hosts have sworn. I like that. Any of y'all ever swear? I swear for God. Y'all ever did that? Don't act like you ain't never did it. What all that mean? That mean they showed up to do a quote. Anybody else did that? I guess some did. That's what some of y'all did. I did it like this. I don't know why. If I swear for God, you know I'm finna get you. Come hook or crook. the father of many nations when Abraham couldn't even have kids. When Sarah was past age to have kids, that's when God swore. I can't get it. That's awesome to me. What it is, God called those things that be not as though they were. Is there any of y'all that can do that sometime? Just do like God. Look, lean into his vision and call those things that's not as though they were. Guess what? The world will say you lying. Because they don't have the insight to see where God is taking you. This thing ain't about church. This is about your life. This is about what God is doing for you. This is about where God is taking you. That's why your children going through what they're going through. Because God is taking even your children somewhere. Everybody don't believe it. That's all right. Read, Christian. Read.
And as I have purposed, so shall it stand.
God said, if I purposed it, it's going to stand. Y'all reading that with her? Is she reading right? Some of y'all don't know because you ain't reading yourself. Read the next verse.
Verse 25. That I will break the Assyrian in my land, and upon my mountains tread him underfoot. Then shall his yoke depart from off them.
Wait a minute. His yoke depart from off them. I know he was talking about Israel at that time, but I'm part of Israel now. How y'all don't hear me? So the yoke that's been on my neck, you know what I'm talking about? That for many years we've been bound by certain things. Anybody ever been bound by something? You don't have to tell nobody what it is. I know you don't want to tell nobody, but you've been bound by something. But God said that I'm going to break that thing off your neck. Somebody ought to say, I'm taking this yoke off. Do y'all know what a yoke is? They put a yoke on the ox to control him. They put a yoke on the ox to make him go where he want to go. That's why a lot of times you didn't want to do what you did, but you did it anyway. Anybody ever went into something saying I ought not do this, but you did it anyway? Anybody ever went into something having that feeling? I can't explain it. It's just that feeling. How anybody ever went, but you went ahead and did it knowing you had that feeling. Why did you go ahead and do it knowing you had that feeling? Because that yoke was on your neck. Somebody say, I'm taking this yoke off.